for raising scholarships for all these students in the EBL. We just want to make sure we can raise as much profit as possible because, as I said, all these students are dedicating so much time and so much work to get into U of I, and we want to make sure they're able to also afford U of I with the best way possible. And the artist we chose is the perfect fit between all the characteristics and all the qualities without all the costs and all the disadvantages of these artists. So we ended up choosing Lucky, and there's three main reasons why we chose Lucky. First of all, I want to talk about his Chicago origins. So Lucky was born and raised in Chicago, and I'll give it to Marco to talk more about it later. But born and raised in Chicago, he's able to pull a lot of audience from Chicago, which is a big stage in Illinois. You know, the biggest city in Illinois and one of the biggest cities in the USA. They have so much people and they can pull so much audience towards Illinois. And in compared to Chicago, where it's hard to find a parking spot, extremely expensive tickets, and even dangerous area, in Urbana, Champaign, people from Chicago are able to come here and enjoy the same experience, the same good music, the same artists they love and that have been raised in their city without the cost of high parking, dangerous city with the same quality. Secondly, I'm gonna talk about the demographics and target audience. As I said, we talked about how a few of the artists would not be a good fit, such as the country, but an artist that would be a great fit is Lucky because his main target audience is younger millennials and Gen Z, and I'll give it to Marco to talk more about that later. But what that means is most students at U of I, which are younger millennials or Gen Z, are going to be a great fit and are going to be really interested in attending a Lucky concert. Thirdly, as I said, the ultimate goal is to raise scholarships for EBL students, and what that means is the artist we choose has to be aligned with our goals, and that was something really important in the decision making of choosing an artist, which is why we chose someone such as Lucky, which has such a charitable personality. Lucky has previously donated to Chicago Gives Back, which is a philanthropic organization of Chicago, just kind of showing how much of a charitable personality he has. And I'm going to pass it over to Marco to further describe these details that I have just mentioned.
So building